On the surface, the world of personal finance seems very simple. But when you begin to peel back the layers, you will find it's far more complex. Most people imagine retirement as a straight line with a steady lifestyle and steady expenses. In reality, it's more like a melody with rhythms that change over time. Living well in retirement is about balance. It's not just your investments. Your health, energy, and outlook also shape how you spend. Hi, my name is Shani. In my day job, I give holistic, evidence-based financial advice to high-net-worth families to help them maximize their money for everything that matters to them. So in this video, I'll walk you through how retirement spending really changes, the risks to watch out for, and why the right plan and guidance make all the difference. Part 1. The retirement smile. When most people imagine retirement spending, they think it's a straight line, steady expenses year after year. But in reality, it doesn't work that way. Daley Blanchard, the head of retirement research at Morningstar, studied how retirees actually spend. What he found is called the retirement smile. Spending tends to start out high in early years, dip in the middle, and then rise again later in life. And it makes sense. As your energy, health, and outlook shift over time, the way you live, the way you spend shifts too. It's where the 3 stages of retirement come in, and I'll walk you through them next. Stage 1. The go-go years. The first stage of retirement smile is the go-go years. Think of it as the opening movement of a song. It's upbeat, energetic, full of momentum. This stage usually begins in your mid-50s if you retire early and extends through your 60s. Physically, energy is high, health is strong, and emotionally, there's a rush of freedom and excitement. Financially, it's where spending often peaks with big trips, expensive toys, and even signing up for courses or learning a new skill. The rhythm here is fast and lively, but many retirees fall into one of the 2 camps. Some overspend, not realizing these funds may need to last for decades. Others become so cautious that they never fully spend, missing out on the life they worked so hard for and the dreams they once set aside during their corporate years. Stage 2. The slow go years. In this stage, the tempo shifts into a gentler rhythm, usually through your 70s. Physically, energy dips, mobility isn't what it used to be, and small health concerns begin to appear. Emotionally, life feels more settled. You lean into family, the community you've hopefully built in the first decade of your retirement, and the comfort of simple routines. Financially, this is where spending dips, less travel, fewer big-ticket expenses, and a quieter, more grounded lifestyle. Stage 3. The no-go years. Think of this final stage as the finale of a song. The no-go years typically begin in your 80s and beyond, where rhythm slows down. Health and mobility become the main focus, and emotionally, priorities shift towards comfort, security, and a peace of mind. Spending often rises again, driven by healthcare, long-term care, and caregiver needs. The challenge is making sure your resources last through this stage so you can close this chapter of life with dignity, security, and peace. Part 2. Sequencing risk. So we have seen how spending naturally shifts through the stages of your retirement smile, but there's another factor that's often overlooked, and it can quietly derail even the best laid plans: sequencing risk. Sequencing risk is the danger of experiencing poor market returns early in retirement, right when you're making withdrawals. For example, imagine retiring at 60, planning that dream vacation or a new car, then the market drops sharply at the same year. Can you still afford them? Suddenly, those withdrawals take a much bigger toll on your portfolio than expected. Let's make this concrete with an example. John and Sally both start retirement with $1 million and plan to withdraw $60,000 each year. Their portfolio have the same average growth rate of 5% over 25 years, but the sequence of returns differ. Sally experiences negative returns in the first 3 years, followed by strong double-digit gains near the end. Despite the later gains, her capital is depleted and eventually enters the negative territory. John, on the other hand, enjoys positive returns in the first 3 years and faces negative returns only in the final 3 years. His portfolio lasts the full 25 years, ending with more than his starting capital. The lesson is clear. Early downturns are far more damaging because you're selling assets at a lower price to fund withdrawals. Even if the markets recover later, the smaller remaining base can't fully make up for the early losses. Later downturns are easier to weather if the portfolio has already grown. There are several ways to reduce sequencing risk, such as diversifying your portfolio, having multiple sources of income, and carefully planning withdrawals. That is why navigating retirement on your own can be overwhelming, and this is where a good financial advisor, one who offers holistic, data-driven advice, can make a real difference in helping your money last across all the stages of retirement. Part 3. Why advice matters. Now that we've talked about how your spending changes through the retirement smile and the hidden risk of sequencing risk, you might be wondering, how do you make sure you're doing it right? This is where good advice really matters. Retirement isn't just financial, it's emotional too. Some people underspend, worried they might run out of money and end up missing out on the life they worked so hard for. Others overspend early and struggle later. And beyond these personal factors, there are external ones like market shifts and economic changes that can also affect your retirement. A good advisor brings the right balance, helping you navigate both sides, aligning your resources with the retirement smile, protecting against sequencing risk, and balancing lifestyle with longevity. Financial planning isn't just about the numbers, it's about creating peace of mind at every stage of your retirement. Retirement isn't one flat line, it's a song with rhythms that change as you go. From the upbeat go-go years to the slower, gentler, slow-go years, and finally the no-go years as your spending, energy, and lifestyle all shift over time. Just like mastering singing with the help of a vocal coach, with good planning and the right guidance, you can hit the right notes and enjoy your retirement without worrying about running out of money or missing out on the life you've worked so hard for. If this gave you a fresh perspective, subscribe and share with someone who's planning their dream retirement. Let me know in the comments what's your ideal retirement lifestyle, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye! Financial planning isn't just about the numbers, Financial planning isn't just about the numbers.
There's nothing in my way. There's nothing in my way.